First game, Pity Valley played Club Sando Giants, and that game finished 2-0. We have another game for you, QPCC versus Matura United, and that game is scheduled to start anytime soon. In the background, we have the QPCC in blue and Matura in a lightish green. Oh no, my apologies. Matura is actually in blue, and QPCC is in the light green. So it's about 6:30. The referees, Rasby, the first referee, first assistant referee, Ransom Dean, and the fourth official Hood Chazal, the match commissioner Dorica Adish, and the referee assessor Jason. Just having their conversations with the both teams just to make sure they understand the rules and regulations. But we scheduled to start anytime now. Starting lineups for Matura: Jesse Peters in goal, number 1. Sheldon Nesbitt, number 3. Elton John, number 7. Trevon Augustin, number 11. Andre Nickham, number 12. Number 16, Zamori. Number 17, Zavion Patron. Number 24, Matthias Williams. Number 26, Kwame Hazel. Number 30, Daniel Rosa. Number 31, Rivas Alexander. If we are to look at or talk about Matura's past, in the last 5 games they played UTT. They won that one. They played Lavantil. They drew that one 2-all. They played Harlem. They lost that one 4-2. They played Pretty Valley, the lead leaders. They won that one 4-2. And they drew against Defense Force. Right now, Matura is in 5th place and QPCC is in 3rd. So it's just about 1 point difference between the two teams, seen by the turnout. Definitely, each team would want to win the game, obviously. But it's just 1 point difference. I mean, the Tier 2 Premier League is actually very competitive. There's just about 4 points between the first 7 teams. Obviously, after the games today, the table will be updated, where we should see the San Fernando Giants on 19 points because they beat PT Valley. Both teams coming to the center, customary. Looking at the starting lineup now for QPCC. Tristan Alexander, the goalkeeper, the captain, Johanse Marshall, Jaden Williams, number 6, Prince, number 9, Jason Devonish, number 10. Look out for him. Marshall, number 15, Jesus Delicia, number 16, Luke Darwent, number 17, Winston, number 23, Joshua Figaro, number 25, and Malachi Daniel, number 30. Captain being Johanse Marshall, leading the troops for QPCC. Nice look there at the referees. I think the head referee, Miss Rashby, she will be laying down the law today. Rashby making his last customary checks, making sure everything is okay. And we had a little vision of Charles there in the camera. Played for Trinidad on the 20 team, playing for QPCC, and he'll want to get on the score sheet as well. And that's the blast for the start of the first half. And I would want to know what the head coach, Shem Alexander, is up to for Matura. Fortunate to actually work with Shem. So I know he has the tactical prowess to lead Matura to victory. Time and space for the number 26, Hazel. Now it's to Zamori, the number 16. Center back, time and space again. That's a long ball now to Williams. Williams, he could advance forward. But good defending by Daniel. Having none of it there, Daniel. First attacking chance. Ready to run at him there. The number 24, William. He swings it in now. And in the first 2 minutes of the game, similar to the first game, a handball being the reason why one team goes ahead. Looking at the replay, referee Rasby judging that the defender wasn't allowed to make his body that big, and by spreading your hands out, you basically allow less chance for the ball to pass. That's the rules. So anytime your body is not in a natural position, the referee is obliged to blow. But we have number 17 over it now. Are we going to have an early goal in this game, Xavion. The goalkeeper hasn't even had a touch yet, Tristan. But we'll see at the blast of Rasby what will be the consequence. Xavier, no, he missed it. I am shocked. The captain for Matura can't get an easier chance than that. That could have been 1-0. QPCC now on it. Play on, says the referee. Back to Cheese, but I think the referee has to blow to see what's up. I think that's Hazel on the ground there. He's looking like he's in excruciating pain, and they're calling the medic. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's Achilles heels. In some sort of pain there. The physiotherapist for Matura, Mr. Taylor, coming across just to take a look at Hazel. I don't think it was the contact. I think it's how his foot landed, if I'm not mistaken. Physiotherapist doing his job there. Drop ball to QPCC. And they have control now. Daniel. Straight back to the goalkeeper, Tristan. Tristan goes long to Chavs. Chavs has time and space now. He could swing it across. Actually, he drives at his opponent. Goes around Hazel and then goes back across now, but a corner is the consequence. I think Matura is supposed to be 1-0 up. I still can't believe Xavier threw away that penalty. But QPCC is on the corner. First of the day, first of the night. The goalkeeper comes out and punches Peters. Just a wayward pass there by Jason. Probably does normally able to execute the outside of the foot pass better than that. I see what he attempted, just it wasn't executed effectively. Now it's to Daniel. Daniel goes back. That's a mistake now. Matura has another chance. He plays it now to the number 12. Andrew has a shot, but what a save by Tristan. Now he actually has a chance to have a touch of it. He didn't even have to touch it for the penalty. First, the penalty was so wayward from Xavier. The captain expected much better from him there, I must say. I think the fans too expected more from him. But he's on it now. Can he make up for that? Just about the first 10 minutes into the first half, and both teams hasn't really been able to get control of it and string a couple of passes together. QPCC being in 3rd place, Matura being in 5th place. The last game that QPCC was involved in, they played the San Fernando Giants and they was able to win 2-1. Matura is on a chance here now! What a goal there! From the number 20. What a bullet that was. Slotted it in the bottom left corner. Daniel Rose looking back at the replay. Wonderful ball and spanked it away, way from the hand on the right-hand side from Tristan Edwards. And I mean, QPCC, technically it's supposed to be 2-0 down. So they're stunned, in my opinion, from the start. Missed penalty from Matura, but that doesn't mean anything. About 2-3 minutes later, the number 30, Daniel Rose, spanking it past Tristan to give Matura a 1-0 lead. But what can QPCC muster up? I was just talking about their last game. They won against the San Fernando Giants. They won 2-1. Aiden Deganis and Michael Shavs actually scored the number 15. Could he get on the score sheet? He's on it now. Shavs plays it line. Is he onside? Yes, he is. Is he going to swing it in? He does. Oh, it's just in swinging, and everyone misjudged the swing of the flight of the ball there. But could they get another bite of the cherry here, QPCC? Could they get on the score sheet? Could they recover from being conceded? Also Matura, they would have played UTT. They would have won their last game. Abdul Lazama and Daniel Rose being the goal scorers for Matura. That game was on Sunday, the 10th of March. But they have some defending to do here. Matura, I mean, you're most vulnerable when you concede your first goal. So let's see if they can withstand a second corner here from QPCC. Send it swinging one from Daniel! Oh, the header. He got over it too much. And the number 9, Kaleem Prince. Ball bounced over the bar. Very would have been disappointed with that header. It was such a good ball from Jason. That wasn't well kicked out from the keeper. Daniel, the number 10, Jason, being offside there. Rightfully spotted by the linesman. Hazel been able to recover from that injury earlier. Plays it long to Alexander. Alexander, is he going to catch it? It's a bit too long. Peter's out for a goal kick, but it's just about 10 to 15 minutes past. QPCC has a lot of time to recover from this early 1-goal deficit. I mean, the coach, the head coach, Wayne Shepherd, has a lot of time to shift things around, reconfigure. And he has time and space now. He goes in the box. He has Daniel. Is he going to finish? Oh! Jason had a shot, had a spank the number 10. Wonderful save by Jason, Jess Peters. And then Michael Shavs following up. Just wasn't able to get around it. And going wide, and the keeper injured himself in the process, it seems. Left hand. Look at that spank from Jason. I think it was too hot to handle. Wonderful control. Left foot shot. Wonderful save, I must say, to get his hand around that. And, I mean, it was clearly too hot to handle. The left hand being under some pain there. Peters. You say Peters. But Matura, his defenders, are talking about the likes of Hazel, the likes of Sheldon Nesbitt. They will be grateful that Mr. Peters was able to make that save, because it was definitely crucial in the context of the game. I must mention too, we've just about been 15 minutes in and we had 2 one-on-ones. So I think we're going to have a lot of goals in this contest if it continues this way. I must mention too, QPCC has been in ridiculous form in their last 5 games, winning the last 4 and losing the 5th. They was able to come victorious against San Fernando. They was able to beat UTT 4-0. They was able to beat Lavantil 4-0 again. And then they was able to crush Club Sandos 6-0. So QPCC definitely in form. So similar to the first game, they're a bit stunned that Matura is coming out this good. Must mention Matthias Williams, number 24, has been asking the questions down the left flank for QPCC. He's been asking the right ones. He's looking to go long. He does. Flicks it on for number 31, but good defending. And back to the goalkeeper, Tristan goes long, and he has time and space here now. Delicia, but he controls it when advanced well here. Is that a foul? Jason, yes it is. Jesus on it now. What can he do? Distributes it well wide. And he's advancing forward. QPCC has scored a lot of goals in the last 4 games. If I was to add it up, it's 2, 4, that's 8 plus 6 more goals. I'm sure they will score in this game. Michael Shavs controls it now. The referee says it went out for a goal kick. Referee clearly says it's a goal kick. No debate. But as I was mentioning, QPCC, 8, 9, 10, 16 goals in their last 4 games. So I don't think the night is going to be a long night for Matura, if we're looking at their history. Alex tried to play it forward there. Alexander. Time and space. Plays it to... Is he onside? Still gets it back here. Michael, is he going to catch it? No, he isn't. That's brilliant defending, I must say, by the number 15 for Matura. Alexander on it now. Takes on his opponent. But lost out on it. A long ball by Hazel. Taking advantage of that most definitely. Let's see what QPCC can build here. A bit fortunate there. Look downwards. Asking more from him there. There's a lot going on, pinging and around the box. Just waiting for a clear chance. I think it should be cleared. It isn't. The pressure is still on. Now he's going to swing it in, but it's straight to the goalkeeper, Tristan, and he can distribute. He distributes it beautifully for Caves, and Caves plays it to Jason. Wonderful one-touch stuff from both of them. Now Jason still on it. Plays it across, but that's to no one. Not sure what the referee blew it for. Yes, it's the number 11 for the Matura. Augustine. I think it's a bit early to, it has to be some sort of collision that caused him to be down. And he will definitely need some medical attention. But we've just about the first 20 minutes of the game, and it's definitely action-packed. Seeing the guys from QPCC going back to the drawing board. I mean, they would definitely be a little bit shaken up because, again, they conceded a penalty that was missed. And then about 3 to 4 minutes later, they conceded a goal. So they definitely, Matura stunned them. Alexander now on it. What can he do? Takes it on well. Ah, it's a shot! But that shot from Trevor and Augustine was high, wide, and not too handsome. Tristan asking QPCC to go up, and he's going to hit it long. Hazel with a beautiful header outside, and now he has time and space. But the referee spotted an infringement there on Winston. He plays it fast here now, Jason. Plays it to Jesus. Jesus flicks it on well to Jason. Is he going to spark with the left foot? He tries to turn in and catch his defenders on the wrong side. Wrong footed there, Jason. Just wasn't able to get it out of his feet and sort out his feet. Now it's Luke. Luke pass was wayward there. Referee spotting a foul again, and I think Nisbet is over it. Or is it going to be a throw-in? Yes, it's a throw-in. Even though it's 1-0 to Matura, QPCC has had their chances. A spectacular save from Peters. QPCC seems to be a bit eager to get their challenges in and forcing the foul in unnecessary areas, in my opinion. Matura. I think the number 12 was the one, Andrew Nickham, being fouled there, but looks as though Xavion, the captain for Matura, is over it. I wonder what they're thinking to muster up. As well as the number 7 for Matura, Elton John. He's over it as well. So 7 and 17 having a conversation. Clipped in. Oh, that's a brilliant header, I must say. Just wasn't able to get above it enough there. The number 11, Trevor Augustine. He has a lot of height. It was actually Hazel. Both Hazel and Augustine. Hazel was the one actually got on that one there, my mistakes. But both of them went up. Both of them are, I'm sure, over 6 foot. So they will be targets for any set pieces. I don't give them wrong, Matura. But Luke, able to dispossess his opponent. He has Jason. He plays it now to Jason. Jason cuts inside, but the goal scorer now on it. Rose. I must say Jason has been able to get into some nice positions. Just his last pass, his last end product. I think he will figure it out eventually. He is a skillful player. He's on it again now. Well, this is the Tier 2 Premier League. If you're now joining us, it's QPCC versus Matura. Matura scoring an early goal, probably in like the 5th minute. They had an early penalty as well in the 2nd minute. Xavier wasn't able to convert, but the number 30, Rose, was able to convert, giving Matura a 1-0 lead. In my opinion, Matura has stunned QPCC a bit because QPCC has been able to score a total of 16 goals in their last 4 games. So they definitely, we know that they have the goal scoring ability. Hazel with a long throw in. I think it's straight to the number 11. Trevor Alexander. Now it's the number 12. Is he going to go on? But good cut across there. And last ditch defending by Marshall, the captain. I think the referee spotting a foul there, Rasby. And Tristan, I think he's going to go long. That's disappointing, I must say. He would be disappointing with that kick. But Hazel going again for Alexander. This time Alexander shields his opponent well to keep the ball. Tries to go on the inside of him, but wonderful reading of the play there by the number 25. Xavier unable to control it well. Plays it well to Elton John. Elton now to Nesbitt. And the ball is circulated around. Referee asking Nesbitt to calm down a bit. Warning him that if he does a tackle like that, he might dish out a card. Wonderful ball here to Michael. Shavs. He takes it on well. Has a shot! Ooh! As the manager, as a coach, I would be asking Shavs to do more of that because he was on the goals in the last game against San Fernando Giants. So he definitely will want to be on the score sheet again, taking on his opponent and spanking it just wide. Looking at the replay there. Mr. Peters, I think he had it covered. He wasn't too worried. The goalkeeper for Matura. And the captain, Marshall. Marshall and his opponent, well, plays a wonderful through ball. He has time and space. He eventually played it to Shavs. Eventually goes back on top to Jason. Is that a pen? Referee says to play on. Wonderful ball across. And that's a chance, I must say. He should have done a little bit better there, Prince. Michael distributing it well there for him. Prince just wasn't able to direct the ball onto goal and get over it. Michael in it again. Has had it a lot. Hasn't done much wrong, I must say. Hazel tries to play to Alexander. A bit long. And Joshua Fagaro just ushers his opponent out. This time Tristan, his distribution was a lot better. Luke Dawant has time, plays to Jason, and Michael plays it on the inside. I don't think that's the pass Michael wanted. Chavs. Jason, things just hasn't been going the right way for him so far. But we're just only 30 minutes into the game, so it should pick up. Luke not winning that one. Alexander back to Augustine. Augustine tried to distribute it wide to Rose, but good defending. Nesbitt. Nesbitt and Zamori. Zamori now to Hazel. Pressure being applied by Shavs. No communication. Augustine plays it over top. And as it's going over the keeper, what a save! It's a goal. Andrew Neckham, that's the second one. And wonderful lob chance. I mean, the keeper was able to get his hands on it, but it wasn't enough, and QPCC stunned. Lobbed it over the keeper. Andrew Neckham. Easy does it. And it's 2-0 here to Matura, the boys in blue. And to make matters worse, it could have been 3-0 if Xavier was to put away his penalty. I think the game, I mean, it's a bit too early to say it would have been done and dusted, but probability-wise, more than likely it would have been. Just come back from 3 goals would have been a lot for QPCC, but 1 goal and QPCC definitely will be back in it. They have shown many chances. They have had many chances. This time Shavs acts right early. Plays it on the inside.
Well done. Who take it? Well done.
Looks like the ball went into the Heasley Crawford car park. So, Matura, they're 2-0 up. Oh, that's a shot at goal. What a goal that is! My word! That came out of nowhere from Winston. That came out, that's world class, I must say. Look at that. Just bang! No way Peters was saving that. Looking at the replay. And that's why QPCC has 16 goals in their last 4 games. They can create a goal out of nothing. This game is far from over with goals like that. Far, far from over. This time Hazel having none of it from Shavs. Hazel back on it, showing his strength. Beautiful distribution. Got the offside flag. Matthias Williams just drifting offside there. He needs to check his line. I mean, he's seeing the whole field of play. Williams shouldn't be offside with that pass. But it's 2-1. 3 goals in 34 minutes. 1 goal being extremely spectacular from the number 23, Winston. Could QPCC score another one here? Luke Lambert now to Alex. Alexander. Just out of the outstretch. Now Charles, is he going to drive at his opponent? He does. Takes on his opponent. Now to Jason. There's a crossover. QPCC finally getting into the play. Oh, commentators, because I now saying QPCC bouncing it around, but pass was wayward there from Daniel. But I really respect the response from QPCC, going 2 goals down and scoring a goal like that. Definitely will bring up their confidence. And now it's Jesus. Outruns Alexander. Has he gone too far? He's asking for a push from the number 16, Zamore, but that's too much for me. Hazel has picked up an early injury again. He went down, but he's back up on his feet, thankfully. Gustin, he's the target man with the height. The goal scorer. Oh, that ball is on the inside to Cavs, but Hazel has had a lot of work to do on this left flank. Michael has been asking question after question after question. Hopefully somebody has the answer. But the goal scorer here now, Winston, over the goal kick. Referee just spotting a bit of pushing in the box, trying to calm the nerves down. As well as Hazel. I think that's Hazel. He's down again. No, it's actually Xavion. He's down. If I'm not, no, it's I think it's Hazel from my view. The same Achilles heel is hurting again. He got an early knock in the game, and I think he's had enough. Because he has went down more than one time in the game. So he really needs to make a decision if he wants to continue. I don't know if the coaching staff for Matura can make a decision. But they are man down. The goal scorer, Zamori, swings it in, but didn't get much purchase. Winston again. The goal scorer. Could he conjure up a chance for QPCC? Swings it in deep this time. Peters was able to hold that one easily. Straight down the throat. This time he goes on to Alexander, but I think it's a bit too long for any of his teammates to get it. I think they need to get more control of it. They're bringing QPCC into the game. Nesbitt goes along Rose, but he ran outside there, Rose. Long train to Jason. Jason should get control of it now. It's a snap back over his opponent. But nothing to threat the goal. We want to see threat on goal. Jason showing some of his skill here now. Winston showing his skill too as well. The goal scorer, I mean, his confidence is off the charts, I must say. Number 9. Kaleem Prince being fouled. But Winston, his confidence is off the charts. So QPCC, they've been able to pull one back. Could they pull another? I must say, I mentioned it early, Matura stunned them with 2 early goals. But could they sting back with a shot from long range? But that's straight down the throttle of Peters. It's an easy save. He's going to save that every day and any day. With shots like that. Luke plays it long now for the goal scorer. Number 12, Andrew Nickham. But good crunching challenge to avoid any goal scoring opportunity. Andrew Nickham was able to loft it over the goalkeeper, Tristan. He was able to get a touch, but to no avail. And Matura, they're going to go long in the box. I think it's Nesbitt with a long throw. And is this one more? No, it isn't. Just last ditch. Last moment, he was able to clear the danger. Nesbitt again. But it's cleared again by QPCC. Hazel with a first to the header. Alex with a shot. And the referee, I think he called for a foul or a corner kick. There, yes, a corner. It did ricochet off the opponent. He's shot by Alexander, and I think he's going to go over and take the corner. I know Matura is up, but I don't think they should use this as a means to, as the end. Have a lot of minutes to play. Alexander, with an in-swinging corner. But that's straight down the throat of Tristan. And now it's to Chavs. We have Jesus under it. Now Chavs on it again. He's going to take on his opponent easily and drives down the right flank. Has been causing a lot of danger here, Chavs, again. And that's a foul. 1, 2, 3, 4 times he beat his opponent, Matthias Williams. Really has been in spectacular form, Chavs. But we have Jason over it. He hasn't been able to get the game going like how I normally see him go, Jason. But what can he conjure up here? It's a low swinging ball again. It's not a good free kick. And that's a header, but it's offside. And good turn there by Elton John. Distributes it well to Augustine. Augustine, that wasn't well distributed. And again, Chavs, he has time and space this time. Is he going to take on Hazel? This time a little bit of help. I mean, he's being pulled and shuffled. He's still back on it here. He's just beating everyone. He's going to take on everyone here, Cavs. And that's a foul. I really have to say this is not good sights. I mean, Chavs has been taking on opponents at will, left, right, and center. And from my observation, he was nowhere near the challenge. The challenge was nowhere near. It's really a sad sight to see a great player, under 20 national player, Chavs under so much excruciating pain. He hasn't been able to get on his feet as yet. I understand it might be broken, but we need some medical attention to Chavs. I hope it isn't. But as the challenge happened, you could have heard it. He was in excruciating pain from the instant. I don't think the challenge was warranted, in my opinion. I don't know what's the end goal. Was definitely taken out from the game. I'm not sure, but to my if I'm not mistaken, a red card was distributed to the coach of QPCC, Wayne Shepherd. I mean, I understand the circumstances. I don't think the red card is what it's. I mean, this is something that we don't want to see. These things take away from the game a lot. I don't think I'm still hearing pain from Michael. We definitely need some medical attention. I understand if it's a 50-50. But if you get beat, you don't go in, you don't have to go in, you get beat. That kill the game. I'm sure that kill the game. No, they won't stop it, but this when things like that happen, break a leg. You can but I 6 to 10 months to recover. You ain't even come off young. Really wasn't necessary. I ain't even born on it. That's it. It's like it's jobs. Yeah, enjoy it. That's not young. I'll take the hits. And he played good. He did about four many before he get out. And apparently he going on Oscar. That's why the man going on so. Yeah, that is mad. Like, yeah, I know why the coach can't give him man a red card. He play for the national team. He play for the American team. Yeah, he has to. Yes. The big player. Yeah, he just played the other day right here and scored two. That was not necessary. To be honest, if it's a 50-50, man. Man don't win it. They get beat. They get beat already. The man done gone. And he chase all these. He chase. That is, yeah. And then it's which party were we? Get beat long time. The man who tackled it, so if they continue in the game, the man who tackled it supposed to get a red card. Yeah. It was a necessary challenge. Are you big man there? Number 26 is a you have to get a red card, and then I don't know why they give the coach a red card. I mean, you can expect that. You expect the man to call it. They don't give victims red cards. The game was going good, man. I finished short. Yeah, but I show you that long night. Yeah, I show you. You gotta get a red card. You have to get a red card. Have to. All right, so we had a long break. Put this on, mother, please. So it looks like the verdict, it's a red card for Hazel to come off. That's a shot from Winston to... I mean, it's really taken a lot out of the game, I must say. It's really, we don't like to see players getting fractured legs or getting broken legs or any sort of injury, because the amount of time it takes to recover and to get back to that level of performance, it's a lot of steps back. But prayers definitely will go to Michael Shavs. I hope he gets a speedy recovery. He really was toying with his defenders in this game. Hopefully QPCC can play for him. I think it's definitely commendable that the QPCC players still continuing, because I think they will definitely be heartfelt by the loss of a key player. Could QPCC take advantage of this one-man advantage? Nickham trying to play it back on top for Matura. But Jesus is on it now. Plays on the outside. That's good playing there. That's smart. Even though he's played on the outside, the number 22 coming on for Michael Shavs. Ashing. Jamal. Tries to play to Jamal. It's on Jamal now. But good defending there by Williams. Watch out. But I really, really do hope that Mr. Shavs really recovers speedily. He's been playing for the, and there's another, things that really have been really boiling over in this game. The essence of the game has been removed after that injury. Players are getting physical. This game hasn't settled since, understandably. I think the heads of both sides need to calm down a bit. Jason sings it in. But Peters was able to clutch the ball in his hand and have a respite from the pressure. Alexander. The goal scorer, Winston. Referee giving him a foul. Now to Marshall. Tries number 25, Agaro, swings it all the way across. Prince showing his skill, taking out past Rose. Prince again. Oh, that's beautiful skill. But Xavier, the captain for Matura, even though he was beaten, was able to recapture the ball and then was able to, on top of that, get a throw in for Matura. I mean, because of the injury, I'm not sure how much extra time the referee is going to give, but I'm pretty sure 45 minutes is up. So it's to the referee's discretion. Marley plays it on the inside. Alexander to Augustine. Augustine to Nickham. Nickham tried to play to Alexander, but Ashing on it now. Still on it, Jamal Ashing. But Marshall out there beautifully by Zamori. Has came on to replace the injured Shavs. Again, my praise goes out to him. I really hope it's not a broken leg and it's just a fracture. But I really do pray that things will look up for him. Nickham plays it across to Alexander, I think. Is he gonna get it? No, it's too long.
Check the van there. Check my air. Look up.
And I think that's yes to the referee discretion. We're zooming in on the ambulance here. Shavs really, I hope, I mean, it took out a lot from the first half. I mean, we have 3 goals. I think it's 2-1. 3 goals in total scoring, but the injury to Shavs and the whole way how the whole ordeal played out. The coach also, where Edward Shepard, Wayne Shepard, receiving a red card from the referee in frustration. Understandably, I must say. But that's the end of the first half. Looking at the replays, Tristan having an easy save. Then the number 30 Rose having a blast pass. Tristan, beautiful ball by Nickham to assist him. Congratulating, and then a beautiful shot by Jason, a wonderful save by Peters, and Michael Shavs just wasn't able to get around it to put it onto goal. Shavs again on it here now, and look at how much chances he was able to create and concoct, taking on Hazel. And I think this is the second one. This is when Matura went 2-0 up. Andrew Nickham with a beautiful lofted shot over Tristan. He got a hand on it, but not enough. And then out of nowhere, Winston with a blast with the left foot, and it wasn't in any corner of the goal, but it was just a shocker. Came out literally out of nowhere. They were 2-0 down, and he just had a shot. He decided to go, and it scored. QPCC have had a lot of shots, but a lot was down the throat. 3 or 4 of them, of Peters. But that's all the highlights for the first half. It's QPCC versus Matura 2-1. And this is the Tier 2 Premier League. Before this game started, Matura was in 3rd and QPCC was in 2nd. That's the end of this first half. We'll be back after this short 15-minute intermission. And we're back live for the second half. QPCC versus Matura. QPCC, yeah, definitely will want to come out victorious for this one. And when the goals scored, I know who will be in the back of their minds when they score their goals. Johanse plays it for Winston. Winston has Prince on the overlap. Prince could he cut inside and do danger. He swings it off with his left foot, and that we needed better. The quality of the end product there wasn't good enough there from Prince. We know he can do better than that. Peters with a long ball out. Alexander to Nickham. Nickham has it. He's been playing well. He scored one and assist one. Nickham on it now. Plays it all the way back to Tristan. Very composed there. Jason Williams, the left back for QPCC. Was under a bit of pressure, but he played it simply back to Prince. And now Tristan plays it all the way to Prince. But it's intercepted beautifully by Rose, the goal scorer for Matura. Referee spotting an infringement on Prince there. The referee, Rasby, has had a, I must mention, he has had a difficult game to referee. Seeing the context of what happened, I wouldn't be one to be in his position, I must say. Because there was after the injury, there was a lot of commotion, if I was to put it simple. Number 6, he tried a shot, I think, or he tried to swing it in there, Jaden Williams. Wasn't able to wrap his foot around it enough to get the swing that he wanted. Peters to Augustine, he's taller than him. Augustine. Referee spotting an infringement by Elton John. Plays it all the way across to Williams. Williams wasn't able to get it under control. I'm not sure how is that Matura's ball, but he has to go back before he throws it. Threw it a long way distance forward there. The referee saying, no, go back. I mean, Matura won't be too upset with the 2-1 lead. I mean, if we remember, they scored 2 early goals in the first 10 minutes of the game. Augustine, he has been winning a good bit of headers because of his height difference between the other players. Really a tall, lanky guy. I must say, even though Matura is a man down, it doesn't feel that way. QPCC needs to get control over this game. They are man up. They are whole player up. So they really should get a grip hold on this game. They should come out victorious. They should take advantage of that one-man deficit. And now it's Winston being escorted out beautifully by Nesbitt. Good defending. Must say, Sheldon Nesbitt has been good for Matura. Has been solid in the back. For sure, for Matura United. Long ball to Prince. Could he get it under control? Clatter of legs. Referee says play on. Prince on it now. Tries to play it with his left foot. He needs to work on his left foot distributor. Alexander trying to... The referee eventually blowing the whistle. A bit too much there from Augustine. Looking back at the replay. Too much there on Augustine, on Winston, the goal scorer. But Jason, he has another free kick. First half, he wasn't as good. Let's see what he has now. Clips it better this time. Straight to Peters. And then he was able to clutch it after a second grab at the cherry. Peters. And he was fouled in the process as well. A lot of shots. Peters has had a lot of saves to make in this game. I think he had about 4 saves, but all were down his throat. For most of them. Augustine. He lost out. Lost out on it there, but the referee spot a foul. And Matura, there are 1 man down. What if they score 1 here now? They will increase their chances of winning this game, because even though they are 1 goal up, I don't put them as favorites to win because they are 1 man down. But football is very unpredictable, and Xavier has a shot, but that's high, 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 and high. Nowhere near the goal there. Xavier. Johansi distributes it well to Jamal. Jamal flicks it in now to Jesus. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee is saying it's a foul. Yes, it is a foul. And Winston's over it, the goal scorer. This time Winston is taking it from Jason. It's an in-swinging ball. Jason lets it run out for throw-in. QPCC throw-in. And I think QPCC, after about 10 minutes into the second half, is now really starting to get a grip hold and applying pressure. Straight to the keeper there. Jamal was able, he tried to clear it out there, Peters, and it bounced off the back of Jamal on a way. Poor distribution there by Peters. Hasn't done much wrong though, Peters, in this game. Jesse Peters. LaRose, he has time and space, LaRose. And he's driving at his opponents. Cuts in on the inside, Rose. He still has it here, Rose. And now it's to Augustine. Oh, Augustine, is that onside? He's offside, according to the linesman. I wouldn't question the linesman because I'm not indirectly in line with the last man. And I don't think we have any of the technology to see who's onside and off. But that's a beautiful ball to Jamal. Jamal takes a beautiful touch. Oh, now that touch needs some work. Alexander. Oh, takes on his opponent like he wasn't there. Alexander still on it now. Gets a throw in for his efforts. Xavion, the captain, distributes it to Alexander again. Really has been a machine, Alexander. Hard-working player. I think it's a bounce ball. It has to be a bounce ball if it bounces the referee, so he has to bounce it back to QPCC. And he distributes it one time, but I think he should have took his time there. LaRose, he has time and space. Is he going to let it go? Is he going to take on his opponent a couple of step over? LaRose, is that a foul? No, referee says play on. I think that's the right call. Just about. Jason now takes his time. Wayward passing again. I mean, the passes doesn't need to be rushed. Matura is a man down. You don't need to rush any of the passes. Build it. I think QPCC should take their time and build it around. Matura with time will drop. They will compact and stay like this. They won't come and they will leave. Give the ball to QPCC because they are man down. I think that's smart tactics by Shem Alexander, setting up his team to defend this 1-0 lead with one man down. As expected, they would want QPCC to have the ball. They will not be doing much high pressing. And they will stay compact. Sham Alexander, the coach for Matura. Another long ball, and I think this is Nikamba Tristan showing why he is in top spot for the goalkeeping position for QPCC. Reading the play well and intercepting the pass. LaRose, the goal scorer, he has a couple of options. Plays it over Alexander to Augustine. Is that a handball? No, referee says play on. Plays it quickly there. Luke to Figaro. Plays it now to Jamal. Jamal on the inside, back to Luke. I think QPCC, I know that they want to play quickly, but they are a man up, so they don't need to rush any of the passes. They can take their time. A lot of passes are wayward. A lot of passes hasn't been to the intended targets. Really has been disappointing since going a man up, I must say. But we are just about 60 minutes into the game. So there are a lot of time to make up. The game is far from over. Johansi Marshall, the captain, time and space, plays it back now. See now they're asking for the Matura players to drop even deeper. Oh, I think the referee halted play because Augustine is on the ground, injured. I really hope the referee is taking into account all these time lost, I should say, not wasted, time lost um, during these injury intermissions. Because I must say I saw Augustine went down earlier holding his head, and I didn't see much. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with him, but it's a time-wasting tactic. We as footballing fans, and me being a footballing commentator, have seen it so many times. And in the context of this game, that definitely will be a tactic employed by Matura. But look how deep they have dropped now. And this is what I expected. They can take their time and pass the ball around. They are a man up. Matura will drop back and absorb the pressure, being a man down. And Shem Alexander, being the coach, setting up his team very well for that. But they will have a lot of pressure, and that's what happens. They allow QPCC to make a mistake on their own. No pressure was applied. QPCC really need to be passing the ball around better than that if they are to get anything out of this. And it's Jesus trying to advance forward, and he's applying pressure now to Peters. They should be high pressing QPCC. All the way back now to Tristan to recycle the play. Johanse, the leader of men, directing the play all the way from the back. On the inside now to Jason. Jason tried to flick it on, but Prince is on now, but he's offside. And we're having our first substitution for the game. Number 19 is coming on for number 11, Augustine. It looks as though he really did pick up a knock. Number 17 for Matura. Not number 17, my mistakes. Omari Lazama. He has time and space here now. Jaden tries to play it long for Prince. Yuansi asking more from his players there, rightfully so. They are man up. They couldn't dominate possession. I think possession tactics are supposed to be in favor of QPCC, but from my estimations, it's not so. Nikom has time and space to go a pass. Number 6, but Johanse with composure. Is he going to catch it? Winston, he does. Time and space again. Jason. Alex, a workhorse, and he gets the foul. I must commend Alex. He has been working relentlessly in this game. Just by the color of his shirt, you can see how much of a shift he has put in for Matura. Has been up, down, left, right, center. I wouldn't be surprised if he has the most miles covered in this game in terms of running. Has been running relentlessly. Has a shot, but I think he was dreaming a bit too much there. The number 19, Omari Lazama. Beautiful ball to Prince. Controls it well. Plays it immediately to Winston, the goal scorer. Winston turns back on the inside. He plays it to Jason. Jason takes it down well. Plays it back to Winston, but Nesbitt reading the play well and intercepting it well and kicking it out for a throw-in. But so far, so good. So far, everything's going as planned, I would say, for Matura. They have set it up defensively to absorb the pressure. So far, there have been no clear goal scoring opportunities, but what can Jason do now? All ball to me. Rightful call by the referee. Rasby. If looking back at the replay, I don't think it was a penalty call. Yes, he was able to tackle all of the ball. But the aftermath of the tackle, it looks as though the tackler came off worse than the person who was tackled. I really do hope it's nothing too serious. Seeing what happened earlier. But we are in the Hazy Crawford National Training Ground. And we have a lot of QPCC and Matura supporters coming out to watch. I guess it'll be family and friends. I think it's I'm not seeing the face of the person who was able to put in the tackle, I think. But at least he's back on his 2 feet. It's actually the number 16 for Matura, Zamori. Zamori, he's off, so that means now Matura is actually 9 men, with Zamori being off. LaRose with the train, plays it to Alexander. LaRose with a wonderful snapback over Winston. And his pass wasn't good. LaRose having a goal and showing off a trick or two as well. Really has been enjoying his game today. But I must say, from a tactical standpoint, Matura has set it up well since going a man down. I can't remember when QPCC had a shot that tested Peters in any kind of form or fashion. So they really do need more quality chances here, QPCC. Time and space again, so all the mistakes is on QPCC. They have time and space, they have decisions to make. They pass it around, it's not in the danger area, but take your time. Keep the ball and maintain possession, and then make the pass when it's right. Jason did control it right there. Alex, a workhorse. Tries to play it on the inside, but to no avail. Now it's Jamal Ashing coming on for Chavs. Daniel now, he plays it to Williams. Williams goes all the way across. Again, it's the mistake of QPCC as to why they lost the ball. I've said that multiple times. They really should knock it around. They are man up. Brilliant from Prince with a step over. 1-2. Prince still has it. Jesus plays it to Jamal. I understand the intention, but the execution just wasn't right there at QPCC. I don't know if it's the injury has them a bit startled, but they really hasn't been able to take a grip hold in the second half. Since scoring the goal in the first half from Winston, nothing much has happened for QPCC, and I must say that's disappointing. But let's see what they can do. They're on a throwing now. Daniel throws it in long. Xavian. And Omari with a long ball to Nickham. But good defending, time and space for QPCC. Jamal plays it to Jesus. Jesus swings it in, and Zamori. It's a brilliant getting his body between the ball and the cross. It's another substitution. I think it's for Matura. But I think the referee is going to take it after the corner. Jason. What is he going to do? He tries to swing it in with the left foot. No pressure is being applied, but the referee, Rasby, spotted a foul and infringement, and the pressure has been relieved. Andrew Nickham, I'm surprised he's coming off, but I think it's obviously Shem Alexander knows what he's doing, because Andrew, he was able to put one in the back of the net, and he was able to assist La Rose. So he has a goal and assist for this game. He has put in a wonderful shift, I must say. I'm surprised he's come off so early. But Prince, I guess it's a defensive move by Shem. Wonderful touch, La Rose. Back to Abdul. I think Abdul was able to score in the last game against San Fernando Giants. Abdul Azama. It's actually against UTT. My apologies. But I know he scored. So it makes sense why QPCC would want to use him as an avenue for a goal. Abdul, yeah, what he can do for Matura. Williams clears it away there. When it's like this, you just have to go in and try and get in every inch closer to the goal while you pass it around. He has time and space now. The number 6, Jaden, plays it into Winston. Oh, he lost his footing at the last moment there, Winston. And it's a throw-in again for QPCC. Another substitution, QPCC. They're taking off number 30, Daniel. And he's coming on. Number 27 is coming on for Daniel. Jaden. 75th minute, as well as so we have the introduction of two new players. Jaden, the number 27. And the number 19, Daniel Warner. Let's see if the injection of these two new players can cause QPCC to get one back. I mean, I still think QPCC should win this. Just by the one-man advantage. And he wonderful reading of the play there by Warner. He anticipated where the ball would have gone. At first touch needs to be worked on there, and that's a wonderful lifted by Xavier. And is the onside, Abdul? Offside there, Abdul. And he being a goal scorer for the last match against UTT, I mean, the context of this game is a bit different. He will be coming on to try and maintain the lead. But Johanse plays it now to Jaden. Jaden to Luke. Luke to Jamal. Jamal. Now this is looking like something here. Oh. The quality in the final third for QPCC in the second half has really not been good. Really need to improve the quality. Peter. Williams to Johanse, to Luke, to Jesus. QPCC now trying the patience game. They're trying to build something. But Elton John, I mean, they've really been solid defensively, this Matura side. I mean, I'm giving Abdul now, Lazama. First chance here, QPCC has had out of sight. Alexander. To Elton John. To Xavier. Now Williams on the left flank, the left back. Is that went out? Yes, it did. The linesman spotting it. I think that's the first time you see the boys in blue, at least in the third of QPCC. So there has been a shift in generally where the ball has been for the game, but QPCC hasn't been able to muster up any chances, really. Ball has been mainly in the center of the pitch. Hardly has been in the final third. I think they need to get the ball there a little bit more. Time is ticking. We have been 80 minutes. I mean, Alexander is the one on the deck. And he has been running. Every time I see him, I know I'm seeing him running. First time I'm seeing him actually taking a little respite. But we just about 10 minutes to play before the 90-minute mark. QPCC 1, Matura 2. All the goals coming in actually the first half. Judging by how the game started and by how the second half played out, kind of surprised more goals. We didn't see more goals, but I still think we are in for a surprise tonight. Still have a lot of extra time, according to my calculations. I don't know if referee Rasby is in agreement. Warner. First touch needs to improve. LaRose hasn't done much wrong. LaRose to Omari. Omari to Abdul. Abdul. Right, I mean, we are aware of time wasting tactics, and I think Rasby giving a yellow card to the number 30 from QPCC, Daniel. Yellow card for wasting time. Omari, he has Rose on the right flank, or is he going to go deep? I mean, he doesn't have much options in the box. He's still going to go in the box to the one option. And now it's Jamal. Number 27, Jaden hasn't really done much since he came on. And there's another substitution, the number 31 for number 90, my apologies, for Matura. Ross. Tristan selection of his number, I must say. Ross, I would like to ask him why he picked 90. But Abdul trying to keep possession of it, but too much green shirts around him. He was swarmed. And Jason tries to. Jason has it now. Could he advance? LaRose has done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Has had a really spectacular game. Sliding challenge there by Ross. Still in play here now. Omari on it to Jason. Jason. To Jamal. Jamal tries to play it on the inside to Winston, but ball to feet. That last pass for QPCC, I don't know why, that is just not working out. I don't think they've had to have a quality shot on Peters so far in the second half, even though they're one man up. Omari to Jason. Jason still has it. Jason to Williams. Williams to Johansi. It's really been hard for QPCC to break down this. I mean, you can see just by the passes, they're not getting that crucial breaking pass. I think we must give credit to how Matura has set up since going a man down tactically. All players have been shifting about, and they're happy that the ball is in this area. And as the ball is played, they wait for a mistake and they deal with it. I think the it's called zonal marking. Back now to Daniel. Daniel goes to Figaro. Figaro back on it now. To Jamal. Jamal takes on his defender. And it's a foul. At least I think because the linesman is calling for a foul. Yes, it is. Normally the referee will oblige with the linesman call. So QPCC, they're given a free kick opportunity. I really do hope that they take advantage of this. 2 more substitutions. They're really asking for something special here. QPCC, number 17, coming on for the number 28, I think. That's a foul there on Jamal. The number 28 coming on is Jordan Ferdinand. I mean, if he scores here now, that will be a super sub. Winston as well, the goal scorer, I think he's being summoned. He's put in a beautiful shift. I mean, his goal came out of nowhere. But this is the last throw of the dice by the coach for QPCC, Wayne Shepherd. Jason, he needs to get a good purchase. It's on first pass! Oh, how is that not going? How is that not going? I think LaRose stopped it on the line, if I'm not mistaken. Looking at the replay here. LaRose on the first post. Really has been, again, Omari clearing. Tristan, the goalkeeper, he's in the half of Matura. That's to show you how much they've really dominated possession here, QPCC. Just the quality of the chances hasn't been there. Jamal. Jason. Oh, that has to be a... I mean, that tackle was malicious. It had all malicious intent by pulling the shirt. Surprised he didn't receive a yellow card there, Omari. Another chance, please. Let's make this a quality ball. I hope it is. Jason has been able to get his touch in the second half. And it's a clip. Beautiful clip. It's just a chance. Everyone missed it. And another player is down. This time I think it's from QPCC. But looking at that clip ball from Jason, everyone jumped up and everyone missed. I don't know how 3 green players just surrounded the ball and no one got touch of it. And that time Jason did deliver a good ball. It wasn't over-whipped. It wasn't under-whipped. So that's 2 minutes into the, 2 more minutes for the, that's 2 more, well, 1 more minute to the 90th minute mark. And I think Rasby will be the one to, the referee, will be the one to add any extra time. We had a lot of stoppages, I must say. Matura had a lot of injury stoppages. And another stop here. And the game has been stop-start. I think the first assistant referee, if I'm not mistaken, or just having a word there with the referee. I'm not sure what's the reason for it, but Jesus on it now. Omari. Oh, that's I think that challenge was a bit on the hard challenge. So I think that's 7 minutes extra time, rightfully. So if I'm looking at the, I think that's what they were talking about, the first assistant referee. So we still have a lot of time left in this game. Yeah, I think there was a lot of stoppage time. Matura has been done a lot, wasting time. I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of the tactics. They are man down, so they would want to waste time. 7 minutes being awarded here to QPCC. Let's see if they can get at least one back. Second half. It's now going to waste time rightfully again in the corner, Matura. They really have played well. I can't say they did much wrong. Again, it goes out now for a corner. The number 90, Ross, shielding the ball well. But I did mention, as the second half started, I would have expected Matura to set up a defensive lineup because they'd have been a man down and they would have wanted to absorb the pressure. And they have absorbed all well so far. They just have about 6 minutes left to absorb. A long ball to Jamal. But Williams dealt with it. Ross on it now. He turns well. But he's been nipped off his legs. Jamal on it now. Goes on the inside to Jason. He has the number 19 who came on. Daniel Warner. Didn't look to go past his opponent. Now, Williams is in it here. And I think now it needs to get into the danger area now. And it does. And is he going to have a shot? He plays it across, but Omari. Now Abdul Azama has came on and done a lot for Matura. Has kept it well. Wow, he has carried the ball very far here. That's very well played by Abdul Azama. Was able to transverse from the half line all by himself, as well as was able to win the throw-in. This has been really a masterclass by Matura, even though they are man down. They really have showed tactically and ability-wise to be superior to QPCC. LaRose on it again now. Takes on Warner. Elton John hasn't made much mistakes. Xavian, he has made one mistake, and he has made another one here. Jamal plays it now to the number 20. What is the foul? I think it's now about time to just dip it, dunk it into the box. Warner has a beautiful touch, first touch, but it's offside. And we're about 4 minutes into extra time. That's about 2 minutes left. I have to mention Matura has marshaled the QPCC well in this game. Elton John now to Abdul. Abdul is going to waste time because he has been keeping it well. And he was able to, I thought he was able to get a fall, but he wasn't actually. Jesus distributes it now to the number 25. They need to dunk it down. time has gone. Jamal Ashing takes on his opponent, and he takes on 2 now. Still on it, Jamal. Wow, takes on 3. Is he able to get the corner? No. Yes, it's a corner. He takes on Xavier, and he took on Ross. Really was a good run there from Ashing Jamal. And this is the last roll of the dice for QPCC. Swings it in. Nothing avail. Is he going to have a shot? Jesus! Oh! Peters goes in again. Jesus plays it long to Jamal. Jamal at least was able to get it done well. And now was able to get Ross to kick it out, but it's still QPCC, the last seconds remaining. With a long throw into the box. And now it's another corner. Could we have some late drama here? Could we have some late drama here in the A.C. Crawford National Training Ground? Tier 2. Second place versus 4th. Jamal with a brilliant ball, but it's just a bit too deep. Nobody on the last post. And I think that really sums up QPCC quality in the final third. It's very low. And that's the blast of the final whistle by referee Rashby. I mean, compared to the first half, a lot less tension between the players. Matura winning 2-1, scoring 2 early goals. Stunning QPCC. I mean, this is the Tier 2 Premier League. My name is Renan Medina. It's really been a joy doing the commentary, looking back at the replay. This is now Rose goal. La Rose slotted it behind Tristan with a spank with his right foot, and then Andrew Nickham lobbing it over Tristan to score the second. Me and you being after this, all this came right after the penalty, within the first 15 minutes of the game. And then out of nowhere, Winston with a volley from outside of the box that Peters wasn't able to save. Peters have had a couple of times that he had to handle the ball properly, which he made no errors. Had a lot of composure in the back, Peters, I must say. Not much went wrong. Jason having another chance, and then La Rose, the goal scorer for Matura, doing some last-ditch defending on the first post. And then one final chance from Jesus. Just wide, he pulled the shot too much. And that was the end of the game. So this is Tier 2 Football Premier League. My name is Renan Medina. It's really been a pleasure commentating for you today. We'll be back for action later next time.